19.
Hey, it's Dereck.
Hey, guys.
I threw him for a loop.
Yes, you did. You're giving me work to do.
Gotta start with the coffee.
That's true.
Because we're on the brew. Hello.
That's fair. Very fair. How you guys doing? Good? Cool?
Hopefully good.
We can help.
Having a nice day. Hopefully it's not raining where you're at.
Yeah, I mean, some people like the rain.
Or it could be raining and you snuggle with a nice warm cup of coffee and a movie.
That's good. That's always good.
Yeah. Wow. You need more
That's
coffee.
always a good alternative.
Good alternative? I feel
That's-
this is too far away. Hey, I fixed it.
Cool.
I'm my own IT guy. I figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
So, today on the brew, we're drinking coffee.
And I think
Which is
Derek
always
has
a
a
good
story. Do
and
you?
I always have a story.
Well, yeah, but this one in particular.
This one's specific to the month. This is September 2018, and I feel like sharing my life. My life is full of surprises, but for the first 20 or be 18 years of my life, in the beginning I was born with an illness called hydrocephalus. That's why I'm speaking, because it's a Hydrocephalus Awareness Month. For everybody out there, hydrocephalus means there's blockage to the brain and it will not drain or absorb the fluid in your head. Normally, your brain creates fluid and then the skull will absorb it. After damage through like a bleed or a hemorrhage or a tumor, your body won't absorb it anymore. So you have to have a tube drain it from your head to your stomach. I was shunted at 3 weeks. Got a bigger one put in so I could grow with it when I was 2. And then from about 5.5 to 18, I had about 500 surgeries. That was head, stomach, back, collarbone, neck. I also had about 6 grand mal seizures in there. 3 strokes. I went blind for, I thought it was a month. My parents are saying it was 2 weeks, but I was going through it. It felt traumatizing and it was terrible not being able to see.
That makes sense.
Yeah. The fun part when I came back was I had no depth perception, so my dad would put a pop in front of me. And he goes, "Hey, grab the pop." And I'm like going all the way to the right and it's over here on the left, but I couldn't tell. Yeah, not fun.
No, I can imagine that wouldn't be fun.
We still do that joke because I have double
You do.
vision. I have double vision now, so if I don't find a way to correct it, I have 2 pictures. The joke was, when you go to the movies, don't tell them you're seeing 2 pictures. They'll make us pay double.
I don't think I've heard that one yet. You don't think you've told me that one yet.
Hey, I pulled out a new one. It's fun and scary that the more we know each other, there's new stories every time.
This is true, yeah. Just a little bit.
Always fun. But back to the story.
Yes.
Always entertaining.
Not a dull moment here.
No.
No, never.
With hydrocephalus comes the only way to solve a headache, for the most part, is medication, but the spot that actually fixes the headache is to have brain surgery. That's where I've had the 500 surgeries. The head, the stomach, the back. The back is because they at one point found a way to have it drain up and down my spine and then come out of the spine into the stomach or the heart, into a main artery. And so I had probably 100 back surgeries, 100 stomachs where it drained into it there. About 200 or more on the head. We don't know. I don't have a log of saying, on this day, 1995, November, you had 2 brain surgeries. I don't have that.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm sure that log is out there, and I think I'm on volume 30. We don't know. It's somewhere. But possibly. I'm sure it's on Google. I could say, Google, look up my history, and it comes up. That'd be nice.
That's scary, though. That's kind of, I don't know. I find that, like, not.
I would like it, because I could have
Yeah.
access to it, but it's medical-wise, so I'm sure at the hospital they have my entire life that way. But you go in, you have surgery, it works, hooray. Sometimes it doesn't work, and you have to go back in and have another surgery. They use valves. I don't know nobody knows what a shunt is. Well, I'm sure there's different kinds, but the shunt is a tube, just a tube. They put an anti-gravity in to help when you're standing up to keep the flow going. I think another valve. I can't remember. There's one with a ruby, or I think it's rubies or pearls they put in there to help. I think it's in the anti-gravity to help with the flow. We always want to say, just give us the valve that you replaced. We want the rubies. Never happened. Never happened. Tune in next week.
Right.
When I finally get it. One of the great things that came out when I was growing up was they created a Mitos valve to where you could put a thing on the head and you could change the pressure of the valve flowing by magnet. So that saved me probably like 60 surgeries.
Wow.
You go in and go, this angle doesn't work. Can you change it? And then go, click, 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 click. Take an x-ray. Oh, it's perfect. Go about my day. It works great. The only bummer was you could not go through metal detectors.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't be.
I had to be one of the special people on the outside of the line.
Special people?
That's what I felt like. Those
Aren't you
like
always special, though?
no, not this
Are
kind.
you sure?
Not this kind.
Okay.
Where you had to get the wand of power up and down your legs.
Oh.
Yeah. I had to have the wind or the pat down
Gotcha.
specifically for me on the side of.
Okay, no, I get you.
I had to be one of those people. Every single time I took the plane, which wasn't fun. But it saved me a bunch of surgeries. One of the bonuses to my life was I was a healthy hydrocephalus kid. So they did there's a technique they do called the fenestration, where say you have an isolated pocket, they will kind of carve in your brain a pathway to the rest of the brain. So they call it a fenestration. That didn't work for me, so they actually took a small catheter, small tube, put one end in the pocket and one end of the brain, and I created a manual fenestration, and it worked. And I actually knew a bunch of kids that grew up
As
with
long as
that.
it works. Like,
Yeah.
I don't see a problem.
One of the hard parts is you, with being a hydrocephalus kid, you could be stuck in there for months at a time. And so I was blessed to have about 5 shunt buddies. The Brotherhood of the Shunt Buddies.
That's a good way to put it.
The only way
I
to put
know.
it.
Well, yeah.
And we, for some bizarre reason, we all went in at the same time of the year. Always fall, go in, we say, hey, what's new? And we would just catch up, and we'd hang out in the playroom or in each other's room. We'd always have our parents steal the game cart. Oh, good times. Donkey Kong. And there was a Kirby one that was really cool. It was like a 3D one on the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, Nintendo 64 would have been like the first 3D console, right? That and PS1, right?
I don't know. Actually, N64 was the bomb.
Yeah.
Because we could all race each other in Mario Karts.
That's true.
That was fun. That, and then we always, for distracting ourselves from the pain we were in, we would always play Uno.
Uno's fun. Uno's
Yeah.
very fun. I like Uno.
One of the fun memories I have is when you go in for surgery, they have to shave your head. And so we would have, because we'd be in there a long time, we'd have long haircuts. My mom would bring her buzzer, and we would have pretty much shaving parties in my bedroom. Everybody would get their head shaved.
That's just funny to hear.
Isn't it funny?
Head shaving parties. Where else are you going to hear that?
Because there was times you come out and literally half your head has no hair, and then you have like 2-inch long hair over here.
Hey, welcome to the party. Grab a buzzer. They're on the table over there.
Nope, it was just mom. It was just mom, because I had Bill, who was at the salon where my mom would get her hair cut, and I would go in before surgery and he would shave my head. After a while, my mom figured out how to do it. Save us a couple bucks. She would shave my head at home, and we eventually would bring it in the hospital, and we would shave my head and their head, and good times. But you got tight with people you don't normally got to know. And this was before Facebook and Twitter and MySpace. I don't even think I had a computer at home. I didn't have internet.
What year was this?
95.
Yeah, that would have made sense.
I think we had a computer, but we didn't have internet. For some reason, we never exchanged phone numbers. Side note. We just connected in the hospital. Hey, what's up, man? And
well, if you're
that's
enough,
literally what it was. And we learned to survive. And that would get us through it. The hard part is family. I saw families torn apart through hydrocephalus and other medical issues. When you have hydrocephalus is such a chronic illness to where I can look normal, like we're having fun playing gym at school, and then that night my shunt goes down and I have to have emergency surgery the next day. That's literally how fast it would happen. And so...
Oh yeah, I believe it.
You had families torn apart to where you had a mom who would leave the family to go stay with the sick child and leave the dad and the 2 kids at home, or dad or whatever kids at home, and you were torn apart for days on end.
Yeah,
I was blessed to have a strong church family. I grew up in the church, which saved my family many times through prayer, and then just people calling in, hey, what's going on? Heard you're in the hospital. What's new?
Yeah, that must be nice to have.
It gave you hope.
Yeah.
Hope was what kept me going. And it's the only way to survive in tough times like those. So if you out there are going through a medical issue where you are stuck in a hospital or stuck in extreme amounts of pain, I've been there with my headaches. They don't go away. There's hope. You will make it through. And for the families going through these things, there is hope. Hold on. If you guys climb together, band together. If you band together and hold tight and lean on each other in this hard time, you will come out stronger. Just like, is it oysters that go through hard pressure and come out pearls?
I think so. Or is it diamonds? Do you think?
Could be diamond.
Diamonds you put through enough pressure.
I believe it's the coal. If you go in issues and hold tight to each other and don't fall apart, you will come out stronger. Just as it says in the Bible, where 2 or more are gathered, you're stronger. Or it's harder to break, a strand of 3 is harder than a single strand?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, if you stand together and hold each other up, you will make it out.
I think that's a pretty good place to leave it.
Yeah.
That's a good message. I like that.
Thank you.
Good job.
Coffee strong.
Yes. As always, we both got our coffees here.
Uh-huh.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, like, share with your friends, subscribe, all that good stuff.
And we can't do this alone. We need your ideas.
Yeah.
Tell us what to talk about. Keep it clean.
Yes. Leave it in the comments, because we will most likely do it at some point in the future in a video or a live stream of some sort. But we'll catch you guys next time. See you later.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.